Hi, welcome once again to my YouTube channel Sahuj's Tutorial. As you know that I was discussing multiple choice questions on Pride and Prejudice. This is the third video on Pride and Prejudice. Today I will discuss another 30 multiple choice questions. Please do subscribe and hit the like button and don't forget to share with your friends. So without wasting any time, let's begin the video. So here is the first question on your screen, question number 31. Now the first question is that complete the quotation. It is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a dash. Options are wealth, title, wife, health. Choose the right answer and comment in the comment box. So the right answer for this sentence is that it is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. So everybody knows that this is the famous opening line of the novel Pride and Prejudice. So let's move to the next question, question number 32. Mr. Bingley, when he attends the ball in Meryton, seems to be quite taken. That means he was very much impressed with whom? With whom? Now the options are Charlotte Lucas, Jane, Lydia, Elizabeth. So Mr. Bingley was very much impressed, seems to be quite taken with whom? Charlotte Lucas, Jane, Lydia, Elizabeth. So the right answer for this question is Charlotte Lucas. He was very much impressed by Charlotte Lucas. Now the next question, question number 33. How does Mr. Darcy offend एलिजाबेथ एट द फर्स्ट बॉल? मिस्टर डार्सी ने एलिजाबेथ को एट द फर्स्ट बॉल पे कैसे ऑफेंड किया था? सो द ऑप्शंस आर ही डांसेस विथ जेन टू ऑफन, ही स्लैप्स हर, ही इंसल्ट्स हर, he refuses to dance with her. He dances with Jane too often, he slaps her, he insults her, he refuses to dance with her. So as you know that the answer for this question is option number D. Elizabeth was refused to dance with Mr. Darcy. That means that Mr. Darcy offended Elizabeth by refusing to dance with Elizabeth. So the option number D is the right answer. Now let's move to the next question. Question number 34. Elizabeth's best friend. Who was Elizabeth's best friend or bosom friend is named as Mrs. Phillips, Mrs. Phillips, Miss Bingley, Charlotte Lucas, Mrs. Gardiner. So who was Elizabeth bosom friend, intimate friend and best friend? Mrs. Phillips, Miss Bingley, Charlotte Lucas, Mrs. Gardiner. So the option number C, that is Charlotte Lucas, was the best friend or intimate friend of Elizabeth. Now move to the next question. Why does Jane's visit to the Bingleys end up lasting for days? जेन जब बिंगले के घर में गया था तब क्यों जेन कुछ दिन उधर पे रहे थे? ऑप्शंस आर मिस्टर बिंगले प्रपोजेस टू हर, Mr. Bingley proposes to her. She gets soaked in a rainstorm and becomes ill. Mrs. Bennet forgets to send a carriage to bring her home. Jane is hoping to make Mr. Darcy fall in love with her. So, what was the reason that Jane's visit to the Bingleys ended up lasting for days? Now, the right answer for this question is that Jane gets soaked in a rainstorm and she becomes ill. So, option number B is the right answer for the question number 35. Now, let's move to question number 36. What does it mean that Mr. Bennet's property is entailed? What do you mean by this word that Mr. Bennet's property is entailed? Now, the options are Lady Catherine de Bourgh gave it to him. B. It can only be inherited by a male. It can only be inherited by a male. Lady Catherine de Bourgh gave it to him. Now, option number C. It comes from his wife's family. Or D. He rents from Sir William Lucas. Now, choose the right answer. So, the right answer for this question is that it can only be inherited. It can only be inherited by a male. So, the option number B is the right answer for the question number 36. What does it mean that Mr. Bennet's property is entailed? So, property is entailed means it can only be inherited by a male. Now, move to question number 37. What reason does Wickham give Elizabeth for his dislike of Darcy? Wickham ने क्या रीजन बताया था एलिजाबेथ को कि विकहम जो डार्सी को पसंद नहीं करती है? What reason does Wickham give Elizabeth for his dislike of Darcy? Now the options are, first option, that is Darcy killed his cousin in a duel. Darcy killed his cousin in a duel. Darcy wouldn't let Wickham marry his sister. Darcy betrayed his country. Darcy cheated him out of an inheritance. So which option will be the right answer? As you know that Darcy cheated him out of inheritance. Darcy cheated him out of inheritance. So the option number D is the right answer, and Wickham gave this reason or told this reason to Elizabeth for his disliking of Darcy. Now move to the next question. This is question number 38. Question number 38. Yes. To which Bennet daughter does Mr. Collins propose marriage? To which Bennet daughter does Mr. Collins ने कौन सा बेनेट डॉटर को मैरिज के लिए प्रपोज किया था? प्रपोज मैरिज. Now the options are Jane, Mary, Lydia, Elizabeth. Jane, Mary, Lydia and Elizabeth. So the option number D, that it was Elizabeth to whom, option number D, it was Elizabeth to whom Mr. Collins proposed. So option number D, Elizabeth was the second daughter of the family. Now move to question number 39. To whom does Mr. Collins marry? But eventually, whom does Mr. Collins marry? So options are Jane, Lydia, Miss Bingley, Charlotte Lucas. Whom does Mr. Collins marry? Mr. Collins eventually married to Charlotte Lucas, and Charlotte Lucas was the intimate friend of Elizabeth. So option number D is the right answer for the question number 39. Mr. Collins married to Charlotte Lucas, who was the intimate friend of Elizabeth and the second daughter of the family. Now question number 40. The name of a residential building with a large grounds which Mr. Bingley has taken on rent is. रेसिडेंशियल बिल्डिंग मिस्टर बिंगले ने कौन सा जगह में रेंट लिया था. It is Netherfield Park, Netherfield Park, Netherfield Park, Netherland Park. So the right answer for this question is that it was Netherfield Park. So Netherfield Park. So option number B is the right answer. Netherfield Park. Mr. Bingley rented on the Netherfield Park. Now move to the next question. Question number 41. The youngest and tallest. The youngest and tallest girl in the Bennett family. In the Bennett family. So who was the youngest and the tallest girl in the Bennett family? Now the options are A. Lydia, Catherine, Julia, Miss Mary. Lydia, Catherine, Julia, Miss Mary. So the right answer for this question 41 is that Lydia was the youngest. So option number A, that is Lydia was the youngest and the tallest girl in the Bennett family. So Lydia was the youngest and tallest girl in the Bennett family. So the option number A is the right answer. As you know that Catherine's nickname is Kitty. Catherine's nickname is Kitty. Lydia was the youngest. So now move to the next question. Question number 42. The business of Mrs. Bennet's life was, what was Mrs. Bennet's life motto? What was the motto of Mrs. Bennet's life? Was to, now the options are to get her daughters married, to send them to college, to give them lots of money, or prepare her daughters for marriage. So what was the motto of Mrs. Bennet's life? So as you know, it is very easy, that which was told at the very beginning of the chapter of this novel, that the business of Mrs. Bennet's life was to get her daughters married. So the option number A is the right answer. Option number A is the right answer, to get her daughters married. Now move to question number 43. Mr. Bennet and Mrs. Bennet had 5 daughters. As you know that there were 5 daughters of the Bennet family. They had 5 daughters. They are according to the age. So Kate, option number A, Kate, Camellia, Jane, Elizabeth, Lydia. Jane, Elizabeth, Mary, Catherine, and Lydia. Jane, Laurie, Mary, Lamdia, Tina. Lydia, Jane, Elizabeth, Mary, Catherine. So as you know that it is a very easy question. Option number B is the right answer. So Jane was the eldest. After that Elizabeth, whose nickname is Lizzie, and the third daughter was Mary, and the fourth was Catherine, whose nickname is Kitty, and Lydia was the youngest and the tallest girl of this family. So Jane, option number B is the right answer. That is Jane, Elizabeth, Mary, Catherine, and Lydia. Okay. Now move to the next question. Question number 44. Mrs. Long has 3, 2, 4, 5 nieces of her own to be married. इसे शादी अभी नहीं हुआ है. Mrs. Long has 3, 2, 4, 5. So the option number 2, that is B, that is 2 is the right answer. Option number B is the right answer. Mrs. Long has 2 nieces of her own, that is to be married. इसको शादी नहीं हुआ, शादी होने वाला है. तो अभी भी दोनों को शादी नहीं हुआ, जिसको शादी होने वाला है तो उसका कितना निसेस था? 2 निसेस था, जिसको शादी नहीं हुआ है. Now move to the next question, that is 45. The assembly where Mr. Bingley, Mrs. Darcy and the daughters of the Bennet family were. कौन सा असेंबली, कौन सा जगह में जो जहां पे मिस्टर बिंगले था, मिसेस डार्सी था और डॉटर्स ऑफ बेनेट फैमिली का था. तो ऑप्शंस आर हियर लॉन्गबर्न, मेरिटन, हार्टफोर्डशायर, डार्बीशायर. जो असेंबली कहां पे हो रहा था? जहां पे मिस्टर बिंगले, मिसेस डार्सी एंड द डॉटर्स ऑफ बेनेट फैमिली था, प्रेजेंट था. सो द ऑप्शन नंबर बी, दैट इज मेरिटन, इज द राइट आंसर. Meryton is the right answer. So the assembly where Mr. Bingley and Mrs. Darcy and the daughters of Bennet family were in is Meryton. Now move to the next question. The expression that is compliments always take you by surprise and me never. Compliment always take you by surprise and me never is said by whom, किसने इस एक्सप्रेशन को बोला था और किसने इस लाइन को, who told this line that compliments always take you by surprise and me never. So is said by whom or which character? Was it Jane, Elizabeth, Kitty, Jenny? Option number A Jane, B Elizabeth, C Kitty, D Jenny. So which one is the right answer? So it is very easy that it was told by Elizabeth, the second daughter of the family. So B is the right answer. Option number B is the right answer. It was told by Elizabeth. So compliment always take you. So who is you here? It was Jane. It was Jane. And me is Elizabeth. Me is Elizabeth. So Elizabeth told this line to Jane. Elizabeth told this sentence to Jane. The expression compliments always take you by surprise and me never is said by Elizabeth. It was told to Jane. Now question number 47. The Bennet family is very intimate with the family whose head is Sir William Lucas. Very intimate with the family whose head is Sir William Lucas. Sir Lucas has been honored. उसको honored हुआ था. Sir Lucas has been honored by a king. So Sir Lucas was awarded with the title by a king. So what was that award? That has been awarded, that has been honored by a king. So the option, was it sainthood, was it kinghood, was it knighthood? So the option number C, that is knighthood, that Sir William Lucas was awarded, was titled with a title called knighthood. So option number C is the right answer here for the question number 47. Now let's move to question number 48. Who was the first choice? Who was the first choice? Who was the first choice of Mr. Bingley at the assembly? At the assembly for a dance. डांस करने के लिए असेंबली पे मिस्टर बिंगली का फर्स्ट चॉइस कौन था? Was it Charlotte, Jane, Elizabeth, Lydia? So who was the first choice of Mr. Bingley at the assembly? So assembly was at Meryton for a dance. So the first choice for a dance at the assembly that was arranged at Meryton. So the first choice was Charlotte Lucas, the intimate friend of Elizabeth. So Charlotte Lucas was the first choice of Mr. Bingley. So option number A is the right answer for the question. Now move to the next question. So the next question is on your screen. Let's answer this question. The girl who differentiates, जो डिफरेंशिएट करता है बिटवीन वैनिटी एंड प्राइड. बोलते हैं कि वैनिटी एक अलग चीज है, प्राइड एक अलग चीज है. किसने इस नॉवेल पे, कौन सा गर्ल इस नॉवेल पे डिफरेंशिएट्स किया वैनिटी और प्राइड को? सो द गर्ल हु डिफरेंशिएट्स बिटवीन वैनिटी एंड प्राइड इज मैरी, द थर्ड डॉटर ऑफ द बेनेट्स फैमिली. ऑप्शन नंबर बी चार्लेट, ऑप्शन नंबर सी लीडिया, ऑप्शन नंबर डी एलिजाबेथ. सो हु इज द person, who is the girl who differentiates? So as you know that the answer for this question is A, that is Mary was the third daughter of the Bennet family who had differentiated between vanity and pride. So the option number A is the right answer for this question. Now let's move to the next question. No, so there is some explanation that vanity and pride are different things. It is very true, though the words are often used synonymously. But a person may be proud without being vain. So without being vain, a person proud feel कर सकता है. Pride relates to, or pride relates more to our opinion of ourselves. हम जब अपनों के बारे में जो सोचते हैं, अपना हम लोग का जो ओपिनियन है अपना के लिए, that is called pride. Pride relates more to our opinion of ourselves. Opinion of ourselves is called pride. Whereas vanity टू व्हाट वी वुड हैव अदर्स थिंक ऑफ, जबकि वैनिटी क्या है, अदर्स जब हम लोग को बारे में जो सोचता है, व्हाट हैव अदर्स थिंक ऑफ, दैट इज वैनिटी. So there is a big difference between vanity and pride. Vanity is when we think of ourselves, our opinion of ourselves is called vanity, whereas it is pride. Pride is our opinion of ourselves, whereas vanity, what others think of, that is vanity. Now move to question number 50. The expression that is very true, that is very true, and I could easily forgive his pride. I could easily forgive his pride if he had not mortified mine, is said by which character? The expression that is very true and I could easily forgive his pride if he had not mortified mine, it's said by the option now: Elizabeth, Charlotte, Lucas, Mr. Darcy. So the option number Elizabeth was the right answer. Elizabeth told this line, so option number A is the right answer. That is very true. I could easily, I means here, that is Elizabeth, easily forgive his pride here, about talking about, she is talking about Darcy, if he had not mortified mind, is said by Elizabeth. Now move to question number 51. The nickname of Catherine. So the nickname of Catherine, what was the nickname of Catherine? It is very easy: Kitty, Linton, Lizzie, Mary. So option number A, it is Kitty, was the nickname of Catherine. And what was the nickname of Elizabeth? Elizabeth nickname क्या था? What was the nickname? It was Lizzie. It was Lizzie. So the nickname of Catherine is Kitty. Now move to question number 52. The income of Mr. Darcy. The income of Mr. Darcy, bosom friend of it was Mr. Bingley, who was the intimate and a bosom friend of Mr. Bingley, is. So income of Mr. Darcy कितना था? 10,000 pounds a year, 20,000 pounds a year, 25,000 a year, 20 billions of pounds a year. So option number A, that is 10,000 pound a year, was the income of Mr. Darcy, who was bosom friend of Mr. Bingley. Now move to question number 53. Reversal. Reversal or peripeteia refers to, what was the meaning of reversal or peripeteia? Change of drama, change of fortune from good to bad or bad to good, change of situation, it is repeated, change of situation. So change of fortune from good to bad or bad to good, change of situation, a change of drama. So reversal means, as you know, that option number B is the right answer here, a change of fortune from good to bad or bad to good. So this is the meaning of reversal or peripeteia. And the next question is on your screen. Michael Mush was at the time, what was Michael? Michael Mush was at the time a common date for renting a home or engaging servants, or the house of Michael, or the year making Michael Mush. So what was Michael Mush? Michael Mush was a common date. So option number A, that is the right answer. Option number, a common date for renting home or engaging students. Now move to the next question. Next question is on your screen. Question number 55. The expression, that is, it is a truth universally acknowledged that a single man in possession of a good fortune must be in want of a wife. So this is the opening line of the novel Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. This sentence is an example of which kind of figure of speech is this? Is it irony, periphrasis, inversion, climax? So it is very easy. So the expression is actually an irony. So option number A is the right answer. So it is an irony. Now move to question number 56. Why does Miss Bingley dislike Elizabeth? Why does Miss Bingley dislike Elizabeth? मिस बिंगले ने एलिजाबेथ के धीरे धीरे क्यों डिसलाइक करने शुरू किया था, पसंद नहीं करता था? बिकॉज द ऑप्शंस आर हेयर. शी इज जेलस ऑफ डार्सीज ग्रोइंग अट्रैक्शन टू एलिजाबेथ. एलिजाबेथ Elizabeth insulted Miss Bingley at the ball. Option number C, Wickham has told Miss Bingley lies about Elizabeth's character. Or Darcy is constantly speaking ill of Elizabeth. So which option is the right answer? So as you know that Miss Bingley was feeling jealous. She's jealous of Darcy's growing attraction to Elizabeth. So option number A is the right answer for the question. Now move to question number 57. Where do the Bingleys and Darcy go for the winter? Where do the Bingleys and Darcy go for the winter? Now options are Pemberley, London, they remain at Netherfield, or France. Pemberley, London, they remain at Netherfield, or France. Where do the Bingleys and Darcy go for the winter? So for the winter season, Bingleys and Darcy went to London. So the option number B here is the right answer for this question. Now move to question number 58. In March, so in the month of March, Elizabeth goes to visit. Elizabeth goes to visit where? Miss Darcy, or to whom? Miss Darcy, Charlotte Lucas, Wickham and Lydia, Miss Bingley. So in March, Elizabeth goes to visit the option number here, that is B. It is her intimate friend Charlotte Lucas. So in the month of March, Elizabeth went to visit Charlotte Lucas. So option number B is the right answer for this question. Now move to question number 59. Lady Catherine Devereux. Lady Catherine Devereux is Darcy's who? Aunt, sister, mother, first wife. Lady Catherine Devereux is Darcy's aunt, sister, mother, first wife. So option number A, that is Lady Catherine Devereux is Darcy's aunt. So the option number A is the right answer for this question. Now the last questions of this series is on your screen. So the question number 60 is the last question. I hope that you are liking this video. The number of chapters in the novel has 51, 65, 56, 61. So the option number 61 is the right answer. So the number of chapters in the novel has 61. For PDF, you can join my Telegram channel, that is Sahuj's Tutorial, SAHOOS tutorial, TUTORIAL. So you will get all the PDF regarding Slst-English as well as some recruitment notification. So stay tuned with my YouTube channel as well as my Telegram channel.